Good morning, fellow patriots. It's April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. A lot of stuff going on in the world, you guys. What you see me carrying in my hand, homemade feed. Like, we have started finding ways to feed our livestock where it's not coming out of a bag from a store. And the reason I'm telling you guys that, things are fixing to get bad. So you're hearing NATO give warnings like make sure you have, a flashlight, you have a radio with batteries, you have some way to reach out to people, you have bottled water. Listen to me. Get prepared. At this point, anything could happen. Anything could happen. I mean, the fact that there are still people in this world that I have to say this to, get some food put up. Get some rice vacuum sealed and stored. Get potatoes in the ground. You literally could survive not starving to death simply by potatoes. Irish potatoes. Now is the time of year to get those into the soil. Be responsible, a true American, a true patriot. Be able to feed you and yours. Be able to feed your guard dogs. How would you feed guard dogs if you couldn't get bagged dog food and there's not enough food for you and your family to eat? Are you going to let your dogs starve? We raise rabbits and chickens as supplemental feed for our guard dogs. You are going to have to start thinking outside the box. You're going to have to address the areas that you are uncomfortable, like say butchering, all right? Start taking classes. Every state, there is somebody in that state willing to teach you how to butcher an animal, how to slaughter an animal humanely and properly. But you're going to have to put the work in to find those people. Second thing, men, we need you. I know I talk a lot to the ladies because I'm a woman and I'm talking from my experiences as a woman. But as a mother, as a wife, as a Christian, I am asking you to stand up, please. Please. Watch this.
2 p.m. Welcome to the Fourth Watch and the reality of our government. Last night, in the dark of the night, the president issued a proclamation for a transgender day of visibility to happen and occur the same day as Easter. In case you're wondering why they would do such a thing, at a certain point you have to realize the president knows exactly what he's doing, if he's even the one in charge. But the ones in charge are angering a jealous God. As of this moment in history, the only conclusion left, our government is Antichrist. I don't care what side of the fence you need to be on. I don't care if you're Muslim, Baptist, Catholic, Jehovah's Witness, or Mormon. This government and the actions of the president and this current administration are Antichrist. They're not looking for equal rights. They're looking for extra rights.
We need you. I treat my husband like a king. Not because he's better than your husband or he's better than you. I treat him that way because I know how difficult I can be. I treat him that way because he stays home when I have surgery, but he goes to work the day after he has surgery. He stays home when I'm too sick to get out of bed, but he crawls out of bed to go to work when he's sick. Because he would die 1,000 deaths to defend me, even if I was wrong. Which I am, often, because I'm human. And let me give you guys a little hint. The more you talk, the more often you're wrong. Take that with a grain of salt. I treat my husband like a king because he works so hard to let me stay home and live this life. And he didn't just give me one power dog. He gave me 2 to keep me safe while he's going. He lets me stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning doing research for a video and never complains when we're driving down the road and I have to ask him to repeat something 3 times because I was reading your guys' comments. Women, I know men can be difficult, but so can we. You should be treating your husband like he walks on water. Go ahead, get mad. Tell me why you shouldn't. I'm going to tell you right now how men think. A happy man comes home after work. Your husband's finding every excuse in the book not to come home after work. He isn't happy. I can watch the minutes when my husband clocks out and he'll be in this driveway. All the other guys at work, man, come on, bro, come by my house. Come up to the store, man, we're going to hang out for a minute. My husband's like, I got to get home. A happy man comes home. A happy man is a man that knows that he is the high priest of his household. It doesn't mean that bow down and lick his boots. Are you serious? I got way too much attitude for that. What it means is he has the last say so. Even if I think he's being draconian, overbearing, whatever my reasoning is, I have learned, and listen to me, every time he says, no, I don't think that's a good idea, Sam. And I go forward with it because he ain't going to stop me. It's America. I can do what I want, right? But I go forward with it. It has never worked to my benefit. Keep that in mind. What am I telling you, ladies? It doesn't matter if he's perfect. Doesn't matter if he lies a little bit to you. It doesn't matter if he's irritating. Doesn't matter if he drinks too many beers when he gets off work. It doesn't matter. You married him. Treat him the way he's supposed to be treated. Love him. Pray over him. I pray over my husband. I lay hands on him every night and I tell him I'm proud of him. And he hears it coming out of my mouth. I declare it to the world. The love that I have for him. You guys have never heard me come on here and bash my husband, and you never will. Never will. Women, stop talking to people about your problems in your marriage. It makes those problems worse. My mom once told me when I was a young woman, called her to complain. And she said, don't complain to me about the man that you married. Because see, you're going to get over it. I am your mother. I'm never going to get over it. Remember that. People that love you, men, this is for you too. People that love you, when you're bashing your spouse to them, you're going to forgive your spouse. And 99.9% of the time, you're going to go right back to it. They aren't going to forgive them. And they're going to hold a grudge. And that's your fault. That's not your spouse's. That's your fault for opening your mouth. You keep your business inside of your house, folks. Keep your business close. A lot of people invite me to do stuff. I don't have a lot of friends. I do not, right? Shocking. I love people. Do not have a lot of friends. I don't call friends to discuss marital problems. I don't call friends to discuss health problems. I don't call friends to discuss financial decisions or business decisions. I do not. I talk to my husband. I talk to God. Thank you, Jesus. I have healthy parents. I speak to my parents. I speak to my siblings who are good, godly women. But we sisters don't bash our husbands to each other. Think about that. And we're close. We talk about everything. Nothing's off the table except our husbands. We don't bash each other's husbands ever. And we don't discuss our husbands to each other. We made that bed, and we're going to lie in it. Ladies, gentlemen, I love you. Get prepared. Something's coming. I've got a lot of work to do, you guys. I want to get my starts in the garden this week. But I'm not joking with y'all. It started like 2 months ago. This shortness of breath, this pain sometimes in my chest, a lot of sinus problems. And I just keep, it comes and goes, which I know it's pollen season. We're real close to pollen season again in Louisiana. We're real muggy. You see my hair today? It's not raining yet, but rain's on the forecast for a couple of days from now. And you can see, like, it almost looks like I have moisture on me. It's always wet like that here. It's either wet because it's raining or it's wet because you're sweating. And that moisture causes a lot of spores in the air with like pollen, mold, mildew. And I happen to only be allergic to 2 things, mold and mildew. So I tend to get a little bit just kind of at this time of year. Push through it. Push through it. Get up. People keep saying, Sam, I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. Let me tell you something. The not knowing what to do is why you're doing nothing. You have to get up, do something. Anything. Anything. God's not going to give you an assignment to do something because he's been giving you an assignment. And you have ignored it for years. Now you're waking up and you're like, I don't know what to do. You do. You really do know what you should have done because it keeps coming back up. You also know what you need to do in your community. You just don't really want to do it. You don't really want to do it. It's not what you want to do. That's how you know it's God. I did not really want to grow food. Didn't know how. I'd have never picked that vision for me in all my life. Guys, I love you. If you would like to support our channel, please drop something in Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. We really appreciate that. We were demonetized. So every time I do a video for you guys, we make no money. YouTube is making a killing off us. We make nothing. Moving on. Yeah, I did the video. Investigating JLR Investigates. Guys, listen to me. If that upsets you, that's on you. I never said one bad word about that man, not one. I simply said, when he showed me what they said about him, I'm wise enough to know that very few nonprofits are going to put a statement out there like that without some truth in it. So I started digging. And what I dug up, I didn't like. And for the lady, I know who you are, who says stay in your lane, this is my lane, baby. It's my platform. Therefore, it's mine. Any lane I want. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a happy April. April showers. Bring me flowers. Get out there. Get some food in the ground, you guys.